Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Evans caught on the right side by Jones.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Evans now to throw on 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with White, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Right there in the middle, 55.
On 3rd down, Winston. And James has it. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, the offense can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 12 yards there and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. James White with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Rush in. Check it out.
Jones. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Let's get it.
Now Evans, off play action. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Lions will take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd down, a run from White. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Winston, that's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Jameis to throw it. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On play action, Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw is Evans. To throw again. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now 2 picks thrown by the rookie here on the road in this one in hostile territory.
And you know the discussion all week, any week, is take care of the football. That's especially important on the road. And now he's made his team's task that much more difficult.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Now a first down carry by Jones. Tony Brown there on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 31, check 31. Boom, boom.
Evans to throw on second down, eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
Watch the 50 cent. 50 cent. Watch the slant.
Here's Evans, operating from the gun. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. On fourth down, Evans. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Lions will take over. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
He's crashing. He's checking.
On second down, it's White. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 44.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He hits White, complete. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This will be caught inside the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
We got this.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Michel going to try again. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
It's 4th and goal.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 13.
In this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Evans slings this deep from McLaurin, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Tampa Bay.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Evans. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Wait. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go.
Final play of the half here. Winston. He'll let it fly for Austin. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Defense, let's get off the field, defense.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston over the middle, complete to Arcega-Whiteside. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. First down, here's White. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Winston. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ready, move ready. Go 50 against the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety. Come on. Sunday.
Now a carry for White.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He completes it right side to White. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dayon Buchanan coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They go play action. Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking for the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Evans now throwing again on 2nd and 10. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Yeah, Jim.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Being chased, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
125. Here it comes. 58, right over there, right over there. Green, 58, right there. Here we go. 58, come on. 58. the mic. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
No. Ready to go.
Running out of the gun with White. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves them with options here on 2nd and just a yard.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ready to go.
From the 39, Winston. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Ford Field. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot.
Pressure gets there, and he goes down. Now, there's also a flag, but this might be on the offense anyway. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Slings this deep for McLaurin. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Opting to run again here with White.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ready? Black 22. You're not ready. You're not ready. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And some room to work. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Evans looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards. Back to throw. Evans throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw is Evans. Off the play fake. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Evans throwing on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Winston. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Big hookup there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Ready? White 25. Mike. We own this. We own this. Let's go.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Winston now. And James has it. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Green, triple C. 55, Mike. Shut. I'm scared. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Winston. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston here to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Green, triple C. Watch the eye. 66. Bullet. High.
Play fake. Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's going to let it fly. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Get him. Whip. Watch the whip.
Here's Evans. Off play action. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Detroit, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.